there is a man making noise outside the window, does he not know? It's time for the Swan Girls! Season 2. Oh, hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel and for the much anticipated Season 2 of the Swan Girls. So, my loves, can you actually believe the time has come? Here we are. We have seen and closed the chapter on Season 1 of The Swan. Well, I did it a couple of weeks ago, although some extra bits have come to light for me, my loves, regarding Dr. Hayworth. So that's something I'm going to say for the end of this series. I mean, keep your eyes peeled, girls. Ooh. The Swan Season 1 was the absolute most bonkers show I have ever seen. It really does take the biscuit for the most quintessentially early 2000s extreme makeover reality TV style show. I mean, I know we have Extreme Makeover, but this was just a step further. As anyone who knows has seen my already reactions to the entire series here on the Chanel. I can't believe it, girls. Can't believe it. You can go and rewatch it if you like. Today we start Season 2 and the Swan logo is exactly the same. The packaging for the DVD is exactly the same. I have tried desperately not to read the back because I do not want to see any spoilers. I don't want any spoilers, girl. The Swan was only made for 2 seasons, so I don't know quite what happens in this season to basically say, you're not gonna get a third one, sis. That's it. This is all you're gonna get. So I don't know what to expect. But before we get into all that, I want to say a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Do you often find that you can't actually watch the shows that I often react to on my channel? Well, Surfshark VPN is a virtual private network that keeps your online identity safe by encrypting all of the information that is sent between your device and the internet. The way that a VPN works is it swaps your real location in the world, wherever that may be, with a digital new one that allows you to access the wonders of the world by virtually traveling to any country on the globe. The way that I use Surfshark in my daily life is to access shows I wouldn't necessarily be able to get access to here in the UK, such as What Not to Wear UK,
daytime tweed with an evening chiffon.
And you can also access all of the international Netflix libraries. Picture this. I can't watch Drag Race where I am. Well, what you can do is virtually travel to the UK via Surfshark VPN and access every single season on Netflix. An excellent specific thing to Surfshark is that they do not monitor your traffic. They do not track you. They do not store what you do. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk to trying it at all. So you can get Surfshark VPN from the link you can see on the screen now or in the description box below and use my code Luxeria for 83% off and 4 months free. Where else can you get a deal like that, my loves? So a huge thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video, and let's watch The Swan Girls! I do hope the banister makes a comeback. We didn't get to see it for the last few episodes. So get your beverages at the ready, my loves, and let's watch.
The Swan is back.
You're gonna be a swan.
Swan.
Oh my God!
Oh, goodness.
Thank you.
Oh!
I got selected.
The most unique competition ever devised.
The woman that will move on to the pageant is...
Returns
Oh!
with 16 new women who dream of being a swan.
I have no
16.
teeth.
I was in a house fire.
I see an ugly person.
Each week, 2 women will compete.
Oh my God, the graphics have gotten up. Sorry, I always forget just how bloody intense this intro is. So the graphics have got an upgrade. We can instantly see that. I feel like the storylines in this one are going to be, well, they're definitely going to be a lot, just judging from that tiny little moment. Also, isn't this just the most mid-2000s thing ever? It's a cold, purple, glittery lip gloss. Gorgeous.
I will be the next one.
Facing even
That's the one,
bigger
girls.
challenges.
There's nothing in modern technology that's going to tighten the skin.
Lorraine is a perfect candidate for dental implants.
You have the test results, and unfortunately, it's cancer.
In a world without mirrors
I forgot about no mirrors.
or family.
I want to go home.
With the help of world-class experts, they will do whatever it takes.
So fun and games till somebody gets a nose job.
Sprint, sprint, sprint.
Pissing me off.
Did Greg have a transition? Where's Greg gone? Greg the coach? Maybe he understood what an absolute nefarious show this was and was like, do you know what? Time to put on a wig and escape.
Bye to the old me and hello to the new.
All will be transformed.
Wow.
I'm beautiful. Love it.
Some will make it to the pageant.
The pageant
Only
girls.
one will be crowned.
Oh,
the Swan.
that's the one, girls. Oh, Rachel. Oh, I've got
Good
goosebumps,
evening,
girl.
I'm Amanda Byron.
Oh!
And welcome to the Swan. Now, last season, our
Amanda's gonna take our eyes out with that. Has Amanda been on the Swan as well? Oh, she's got a new hairdo. She's got a new necklace. I see a bosom.
world-class team of experts
Oh,
took
Papyrus is still
16
back.
ordinary women and radically transformed them into beauty queens. The results were absolutely staggering. Tonight, a new season begins with
Oh,
two
the Bannister.
unbelievable stories
Who's this chaise lounge?
and two amazing transformations. But only one will win a spot in the pageant and a chance to be crowned the Swan.
That's the one, girls. Oh, I thought she wasn't gonna touch it. Oh my goodness. This feels a bit less intense. It wasn't as like da 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 da. One Swan, girls. Wow. Okay. So first of all, this hateful Jeffree Star house is still here. It seems like they've got a higher furniture budget. Maybe IKEA was like, excuse me, we would like to swan our furniture, please. We will provide you with a Davenport and a chaise longue. Oh, there she is, Nelly Galan. What's this? Oh, the
We
corridors
help
go.
women
Oh.
transform their lives.
We rebuild and enhance their bodies.
Help them overcome lifelong obstacles.
And drive them to reach beyond themselves.
You, madam, Swan coach, you weren't like, you shouldn't even be here. Like, all of these people are like professionals and doctors, and you're just like, I teach people how to get on stage and put on a crown, girls. I am playing down that, but that's exactly the feeling that I get. So, I don't really like this sort of like, give us a saying whilst you're walking in, girls. Like, the fact that Dr. Hayworth can just say something like, we break down their bodies and rebuild them is so like the only way to become beautiful is to go into a chrysalis and emerge, girls. That's the one, girls. Go in as a caterpillar and come out as a guinea fowl. Like, what?
Our program begins now.
Oh, she's back. Oh, different table.
Good evening, panel.
Oh, we're looking at
experts.
this way this
Our
time.
first competitor tonight is Jennifer Patton, a 30-year-old mother
Jennifer.
of three, struggling with the scars of her past.
It's a bit poetry, isn't it?
Jennifer, out of thousands of women,
Why is
you've
the
been
audio so
chosen
quiet?
to be a swan.
Oh!
My name is Jennifer Patton, and I live in Mesa, Arizona.
Arizona,
When I was
girls.
6 years old, my life was devastated by a house fire. I'm not sure where my mom was. I just know that she wasn't there with me where I think she should have been.
I feel responsible. I cry a lot still about it because I feel it was my fault.
If she hadn't left me, I wouldn't be this way.
What? What? What?
Kids would call me Scarface, Firestarter, Chicken Skin. I cried a lot.
Can you imagine ever looking at like a child who's been through a significantly life-altering event, then bullying that child because of that? That is absolutely disgusting. I know I've said it like nearly every episode of The Swan that we have watched, but my goodness, what really happens to you as a child stays with you forever. This is, oh, I forget that The Swan is so heavy. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch The Swan, girls, but it's like, I forget, it's instantly like, wow, pulls at every string in the body possible.
After the fire, she became withdrawn. It upset her quite a bit. Didn't want to go back to school.
I'm not
Scars caused
surprised.
me to be shy. So shy that I didn't go after, all my dreams. Being around my family, I actually feel normal. But if we go out, then I feel more self-conscious because I know there's other people around.
Oh God, people, aren't they awful?
belong in this world a little, and it makes me feel upset.
Well, I never leave my kids alone or with a sitter. I'd feel that maybe the house would catch on fire.
The reason she's with them all the time is because she doesn't know what else to do. She doesn't have friends that she can go do things with.
I'm sorry, my loves, but a brow lift is absolutely not going to even be the first step on the ladder to providing some respite from this situation. No, no, no.
The doctors can't take away my scars, but maybe they can fix them so they won't look as bad. Just getting like my nose and my smile fixed, even those two things would totally change how I feel about myself.
Okay.
When I look in the mirror, I see a lot of things that I don't like. The stretch marks on my stomach, the cellulite. I don't like my body, period.
Oh.
I think that the Swan can empower her to be more self-confident. She has a lot to share with people, and right now she only shares her hair.
What Jennifer needs is absolutely not a team of like vampiric vulturous surgeons who are hell-bent on lining their pockets and making vast TV ratings money. What she needs is a personal trainer, a nutritionist, and also a therapist. That will be the first port of call. And then obviously the thing about like wanting to change the shape of your nose or wanting to fix your smile, for lack of a better phrase, is those sorts of things are, you know, they do take time. Dental veneers aren't really like a good fix to a long-term healthy smile. But something like if you want to alter the shape of your nose, obviously you do have to go under the knife for something like that. I mean, nowadays we have things like liquid rhinoplasty, which is like non-surgical, which can do, you know, it can do quite a lot, but it can't like, you know, you can't really get the same results as you can from an actual rhinoplasty. I just feel like this show's gonna prey on her and tell her too many things, and then we're all gonna get upset. Oh, I'm upset.
I just really want this. I want to feel good about myself for once in my life.
Yes, of course. Oh, here we go.
It makes me so sad.
Oh, Amanda's sitting down.
She's obviously very, very scarred emotionally and physically. Dr. Hayward, is it possible to erase scars like that?
It is almost impossible to eradicate these scars completely, but with some dermabrasion, I can improve them. And in terms of her facial features, her nose needs to undergo
Oh, they've got a ruler on this one now. Oh, look, they've got little upwards and downwards arrows. We've really gone into like CSI investigation, enhance, zoom in, enhance, rotate, zoom in, enhance. Do they really need to do all this? I mean, like, look, targeting her nose, honestly.
of her facial features. Her nose needs to undergo a classic reduction. She needs a brow lift, as well as some lip enhancement. I think that we can just focus in on her body. Liposuction, she'll just need a simple breast lift, and she does need a tummy tuck.
And her teeth, Dr. Worth.
What was that? 8 things?
Difference. What can you do with her teeth?
She will need a full
Annabelle?
mouth of veneers. And I think that once her smile is transformed, you won't notice those scars. I think you'll look at her and see a beautiful face with a beautiful smile.
And speaking of scarring, obviously.
A full mouth of veneers? A full mouth of veneers from a woman who is now barred from practicing dental care. I just hope that like all of these women, like after the show, I couldn't really find a lot of information about this, but I hope that their like teeth aren't just like, you know, just like falling out of their head from how bad she was. I just hope not.
The emotional scarring, Dr. Yanni.
For her to already have come so far is just a testimony to her will and her spirit. I just want to help her heal from the trauma.
Yes, definitely.
Let's review her plan then.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
For her face, Jennifer will have a nose job, lip augmentation, fat transferred to her cheeks, and
What's all this?
dermabrasion of the scars on her face and neck.
Right. Right, so she's going to have... Okay, so Jennifer's going to have... Gosh, look, they've got procedures, image 1, image 2, image 3. Gosh, the budget's a bit higher on this one, isn't it? We've got nose job, augmentation of the lips, fat transfer for the cheeks and the under eyes. Ooh. Fat transfer for the under eyes? Maybe that's something I should consider. And dermabrasion of the neck and face. Now, that doesn't sound as, you know, bonkers as we've heard previously. I mean, that is still quite a lot. They haven't mentioned her brow lift there, though, actually. That's interesting.
For her body, she'll have breast augmentation, liposuction in 4 different areas, and a tummy tuck to help remove scarred skin on her abdomen.
How are they planning on, like, feeding this woman in recovery? If she's had, like, all of this work done to the front of her body, she's going to want to be like this. And then, like, brand new teeth as well. Like... Ugh. How on earth they just don't become like supremely malnourished while like trying to heal from all these surgeries and then being forced to go in the gym is bonkers. Also, did we see the gym person in this room? Did we have they just like eviscerated the coach loud? No coaches anymore now.
Jennifer's dental transformation will include extensive tooth reconstruction, zoom bleaching, veneers, and cleaning. For her fitness transformation, Jennifer will be put on a 1,200 calorie a day diet.
Of course she will, because she's a toddler.
2 hours a day at the gym.
Okay.
To help Jennifer...
At least we then got told how many hours per day at the gym. But I mean, like, 1,200 calories per day, whilst also doing 2 hours of exercise. I mean, she must be so far below her, like, calorific need for the day. You know what I mean? Because if you're already putting on someone on 1,200 calories, and then you make them do 2 hours of exercise, depending on what that exercise is, if that's cardio, or if that's, like, weight training, or whatever it is, resistance training, let's say, that's going to pull her under by, like... maybe another, like, potentially 500 to 600 calories. So is her body really only going to be getting, like, 600 or 700 calories per day? Can you imagine? I feel like that's what caterpillars eat.
Confront the emotional scars from her traumatic house fire, she will undergo weekly therapy and coaching. And our next...
I'm sorry, how can weekly therapy or coaching help her undergo therapy from suffering the trauma of the house fire? How is it, like, is Dr. Iani, like, specialized in treating with specific traumas like this? Like things that are both physical as well as mental? Is she? I don't feel like she is. I must admit, I don't already like starting at a 10, my loves, but today we are starting at a 10 and going all the way to 100. Stupid.
Competitor tonight is
she's
Kimberly
standing up.
Wilburn, a mother
Kimberly.
of 4 who struggled to balance the devotion to her kids with the need to look after herself. Here she is.
Kimberly is struggling with the balance of looking after her children and herself. I don't like that sentence. That does not fill me with confidence, my loves. That could be a production like, oh, we need to come up with a storyline. Or it could be like, you know, more nefarious.
Kimberly, you've been chosen to be a swan.
Hello, Kimberly.
Okay, good. Beauty, here I come.
I mean, you already look stunning.
My name is Kimberly Wilburn. I live in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. I am 37 years old, and I have 4 children. I'm a full-time mom. My childhood was a very unusual childhood.
Oh?
I don't know my father, and my mother gave me life, but she really did not raise me. I was raised by my godmother. She died when I was 14 years old. I remember that day. I walked in her bedroom and she was dead.
Oh, at 14.
Understand. Why couldn't my life be a little more stable?
Oh, sis.
And I felt like she was my only somebody, and she's gone. I just lived with a different friend every year until I graduated high school. Somebody was always willing to take me in, thank God. I was so determined to graduate from college. I wanted to prove I was good enough to do whatever I decided to do. I met Juan when I was 22. We got married.
I just have to butt in there on Kimberly because her story is actually quite resonating with me. The idea that, like, you had someone taken away from you at a young age in which, like, kind of effed you up a bit. If I'm being honest, it kind of effed me up a bit. I actually feel like there's going to be a handful of people that are watching this this video right now that are going to be able to sympathize with Kimberly and honestly see themselves in this. And I feel like a brow lift is not the way to even address this situation, as I mentioned earlier. You can see how, like, when production find these stories of people, it's almost like the industry itself can continue growing and moving forward because you would think, oh my goodness, I suffered with something similar to Kimberly. Maybe I should look into cosmetic surgery, which may be something you may not have looked into or thought about before. You might have thought about something a bit less drastic at first, you know what I mean? Like the first port of call on the ladder rather than going all the way to a tummy tuck and a brow lift.
I wanted to have the family I never had. Having children physically is taking a toll on me. Since my second child is born,
it does.
I've gained about 60 pounds.
She has cravings for specific things that can be very strong. It'll almost be like a drug addict wanting that donut or that pasta.
I really hate my arms. They're very flabby.
Oh, there's that coach woman. I do actually want to say that sugar should be treated as maybe not a class A drug, but it definitely should be a scheduled substance. A lot of the problems that we find with health in this day and age can be absolutely 100% attributed to how much sugar we have as a Western diet. It is obscene the amount of sugar that we eat on a daily basis. Hidden sugars that you never even really think about. Like, it's unhinged. It's unhinged that we have this drug, like, constantly available in all food sources. It's bonkers.
I really hate my arms. They're very flabby. They wave in the wind. My boobs used to be up here. They're down there. I have 10 halter tops with the tags on them that I look at. Sometimes I try them on, get disgusted, take them off.
Oh, but that is
It's very painful to wake up in the morning knowing that you have a beautiful figure underneath a bunch of flab. I just want to be me again.
I can understand that, my love. I've struggled with my weight.
Well, Dr. Yanni, Kim has had a really tough childhood. I mean, how's that going to affect her throughout the program?
Come on, what have you got to say?
Somebody comes from that kind of tragic, chaotic environment. It's really natural for them to build up very strong, tough walls to help them to survive. It's really going to be difficult for her to feel safe enough to be outside of the walls.
Relatable.
Dr. Dubrow.
Challenge with Kim is that she needs a pretty aggressive tummy tuck, breast lift, and breast augmentation, and some liposuction. In addition, she needs a lot of facial surgery to refine her face. We'll do procedures to remove the fat, through the cheeks and chin, and even their eyes.
What about a diet and fitness plan for her?
Wait, what was that? What was that? So she's only getting She's having refinement to the face. That's interesting. So she's having fat taken out of the cheeks and from the under eyes. All right. Okay. All right. I must admit, I'm not quite as upset as I thought I might be about that. I thought they were going to give her very Eurocentric features there. I didn't see it going like that, if I'm honest. Maybe I jumped the gun a little bit, but I was just like, judging from all the awful things that we've seen so far, I was a bit like, oh, what are you going to say? But okay, come on then.
What about a diet and fitness plan for her, Debbie?
Well, she's got a lot of weight to lose. She's going to have to do a lot of cardio, and
Greg's transition went really well. He's called Debbie now. Relatable.
going to have to really attack the lower body as well.
So do you think she's going to be pageant ready in 3 months?
She has a lot of potential.
She has so much potential.
Yeah.
Let's review her plan.
Pageant.
Kim's Swan plan will begin with liposuction to her chin and cheeks and an eyelid lift. For her physical transformation, Kim will have breast augmentation, tummy tuck, and extensive liposuction. At the dentist, Kim will receive Zoom bleaching, Da Vinci veneers, and a deep cleaning. For her fitness program...
Oh my goodness! I think Kimberly might be getting the least surgeries that we've seen out of anyone so far. The facial surgeries were really limited, which is kind of like exactly perfect, really. This show has a tendency to over-prescribe procedures, and I'm quite glad that they're being quite reserved because realistically, when you go to a cosmetic surgeon for work, if you want more than one thing done, it is up to them to make sure that you get the least amount of work possible to achieve your outcome that you want in a way that is well-rounded and a good meeting of the middle between your ideas and what they can provide for you. Nothing that's going to take you further than maybe you want to be or harm you. While it's still shocking, I'm not quite as disgusted as I thought I might be here.
Kim will spend 2 hours a day at the gym focusing on weight training to define her body and cardio to help her lose weight. A 1,200 calorie a day diet will help boost her metabolism. She will also receive coaching and therapy to help her overcome the pain of her troubled childhood.
Okay, expert.
She's not going to be able to overcome that in like 3 months. I'm absolutely sorry. 12 sessions is going to be the first port of call to looking at the keys, to even accessing the locks of the mind, to even figure out what to even talk about first, my loves. That's what 3 months will be.
Sounds like a lot of work, so let's get started.
A lot of work. Get over it.
Up next
Oh, peace.
When the Swan continues.
Oh, the Swan girls. Oh. It's morning in LA. I've got gout.
3-month-long Swan program.
In the
and Jennifer
bay.
is ready to begin healing her
Oh, look,
physical
Airbnb.
and emotional scars.
My life was devastated by a house fire.
Kim is hoping to restore her
Really?
body's youthful look.
Having children physically.
Why are they just going to constantly... Also, what have they done to you here? Is that a filter? Oh dear, Snapchat is shaking, girls. I have a feeling for Jennifer's story, all they're going to keep doing throughout this entire show is just using that soundbite of I was in a house fire. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Obviously, that's really the point of her entire life story that they want to highlight on this show. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll come back to it at the end, maybe.
Her body's youthful look.
Having children physically is taking a toll on me.
Every reflective surface has been treated.
Oh, here we go. Treated with what?
Nothing has been left to chance.
Oh my God.
What about cutlery?
They sprayed the TV.
Our competitors will not see their results until the final
What's all this?
reveal.
Wow.
The reality of the program set.
Wouldn't it just be easier to take the mirrors out? Although, no, I suppose if they're like renting an apartment or something, or in an apartment complex, you wouldn't be able to just like rip out the mirrors, would you? But like...
That's in early for both our swans.
Security, we have to check your bags, okay?
A routine security search reminds Kim of what she'll be giving up.
You gonna take my cookies?
While Jennifer learns she'll be making sacrifices of her own.
What's this?
Yeah, I've been with the kids almost every minute since they were born. And now it is your time, and you deserve it.
There's no turning back. The program begins now.
Wow! Okay, that didn't happen in season 1, so they've clearly searched them because in one of the last episodes, I think it might have even been the last, like, competition episode of season 1, there was found with a mirror girl! Shocking! Can you imagine, girls? So clearly they've shown us there then, that man just, like, entering the room and being like, security! I need to take away your cookies! You awful woman! Like, how awful is that? Like, if someone was just like, I'm gonna take away, I'd be like, oh, do you know what? Stop doing all that. Get over yourself. I hate people of authority. Oh, I hate the concept so much of being told what to do. Oh, I hate it. All right, here we go.
First up for Kim is a visit with her plastic surgeon.
Kimberly used to have a great body and sort of a bad life. Now she has a really good life. It's time for her to have a great body as well. So let's talk about your tummy. So you've had some kids. How many kids have you had?
4.
Okay, so
the audio in this episode is terrible.
Involves some loose skin. Okay. The way we do that is we do a tummy tuck, lift the skin, pull it down, remove the excess. All of this skin with stretch marks will be gone.
Oh my God, I feel like crying.
We'll do some liposuction on the thigh area, the inner thighs, and the knees, but most of this is going to be done by you in the gym. Let's talk.
What? See, good heavens. The weird thing about the way that he talks about tummy tucks is almost as if he's like, and all the bad areas just disappear. They disappear forever. They don't actually tell you that you are left with a scar just beneath the bikini line from hip to hip. A long scar that's kind of like dipped a little bit like that. And it is a long, grueling recovery process. All of your skin has to like reattach to the muscles. You could then have to like build your core strength back. Like, it is a lot. And even then, if you decide to have more children in the future, there could potentially be complications from having a tummy tuck surgery. None of that is mentioned in this consultation and put on TV for people to fully understand the complexities of a surgery like this. It's just easily glossed over, and it kind of does make you think that, oh, I've just got some loose skin, I'll just get a tummy tuck, yeah, really easy, when actually it's like a deeply considered procedure. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not meant, by me saying all this, I'm not meant to put you off it. I'm just meant to give you a better understanding of like what it is that you might be doing or what it is that you might want, so that you can actually more accurately understand the idea that like you can't just go on a show, get all this work done and be like, oh, and 20 minutes later she's all healed, ready for the pageant. Do you know what I mean? Like, there is a process, and not every single person that has it is going to be mentally fortified enough to go through with this procedure. Or any procedure for that matter.
Let's talk about your face, okay? We can take some of the skin off here, take some of the fat off here, the fat here. And that should really improve the contour of your face.
Did you see that? Did you see that? We have to go back. Did you see that? This monitor is green screened. Look, it like wobbles as the camera moves. Look.
Really improve the contour of your face.
It's green screened, girls. Because what is he showing her on that? What is he showing her on that? Just like herself blinking? Like, what is that? That will really improve the contours of your face. Will it, Dr. Dubrow? Also, why are you trying to change her eye shape? I do kind of feel like that's a bit nefarious. Has she asked for that? Has she considered it? We just don't know, do we, girls?
While Kim's transformation is underway, Jennifer is taking her first step towards her new self.
Oh, a
Jennifer has an interesting look.
garden.
At times she really, really looks beautiful, and you can almost see her beauty coming out. Nice to meet you.
What do you mean at times she looks beautiful? Sir, stop it. Stop all that immediately. Maybe you look beautiful when you're in your coffin, girls.
Time for a brow lift.
Because he's a vampire, you see.
Dr. Hayworth, her eyes tell stories. You've got a lot of experience and sadness in them. I see that you've had some major scarring, obviously.
You're going to remove her eyes?
House fire when I was 6.
House fire when you were 6.
You know all this.
Just dermabrade this, which is a sander. Apart from that, your nose deviates towards your right. What we want to do is to take out your hump, make the nose smaller. Now let's look at your tummy. Ooh. What I want to do is take out all this extra scarred abdominal skin. The most frustrating aspect with Jennifer's transformation will be her scars. She's going to have a huge improvement, but it will not be absolutely perfect.
Jennifer has learned the limits of her surgery, while Kim is discovering that she has some limits of her own.
Oh, I need to take a little break just before we listen to some nutritionist be like, no, girls, 14 calories a day. This is the sad reality when it comes to scarring. You can't really ever truly 100% remove scarring. You can really reduce it. But I think actually in this case, maybe a different professional would be actually quite helpful to Jennifer as well. Because obviously when she goes to the pageant or whatever they're planning on doing, when she goes to the reveal, she's going to have a full face of makeup on, isn't she? So why not bring in a professional makeup artist? A professional makeup artist maybe with some level of special effects understanding and like color balancing understanding to like really teach Jennifer how she could necessarily improve some of the looks of scarring for like specific things like photos or events or, you know, I don't know, interviews or anything like that. It's weird that they haven't thought about adding someone in like that. I don't know. I feel like that would be immensely beneficial in this situation because not everyone is going to be versed with like what kind of products work really well for those sorts of things. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys understand what I'm saying there? I'm not trying to insert myself and my body of experience being a makeup artist into this equation, but I just feel like it would actually help, you know?
Delphine.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm your nutritionist.
Oh,
and you're
hello,
going to be
Delphine.
on a 1,200 calorie diet program. You're going to be eating 5 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and dessert.
That's not the right food for me. Anytime I have to eat anything like this, I mean, carbohydrates, I have a problem with.
I'm giving you smaller portions of
healthy carbohydrates mixed with protein and fat. I'm not making this where you're feeling deprived.
I don't feel deprived. I feel in control when I don't have those things.
If you were in control, you would not be weighing what you weigh. Listen, Kim, you've got 35 pounds to lose. So we are changing your habits. If you don't change your attitude, Kim, you are not going to be losing the weight.
Okay.
I think Nutrisystem is just the help she needs. I'm rooting for her. I want her to do well.
She's not a nutritionist. Delphine Carroll is not a nutritionist. She is a Nutrisystem consultant, which might as well be pyramid scheme member. I cannot believe that they have not sent her to a nutritionist. They have sent her to a consultant for some company. That is appalling. I get the feeling that in that section, they tried to make Kimberly out like she was like, I can't eat all that. Stop making me eat all that. Blah, like, if you don't eat this, you're not going to lose the weight for the pageant, girl. That's not acceptable. You are not a nutritionist. They need to bring in an actual nutritionist to understand. And if someone is telling you, I can't eat those foods, you need to understand a medical background of why that might be. This woman is not a doctor. She's not a doctor. What are you doing making medical decisions for someone? Why are you not a dietitian? Humst. I think we've got a new enemy in this series, right, Delphine? I'm going to do an investigation on Nutrisystem. Come, where are they now, season 2?
I want her to do well, but she's going to be a challenge.
No, you want to sell
While Kim is
Nutrisystem.
reluctant to follow the nutritionist's advice,
No,
Jennifer
this is
is
not a
anxious to
nutritionist.
hear what the dentist has planned for her smile.
Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer needs extensive
these
dental
fake
work.
people.
Right now, when she smiles, she has broken teeth. She has teeth that are infected. She needs root canals,
Blurry woman.
extractions. She basically needs a full mouth reconstruction. First thing I'm going to do is take away all the gum tissue. Okay, let's pull out that broken tooth. This tooth.
Sherry Worth loves to remove gum tissue. It's her favourite hobby. She's just like, oh, I see your gums. Do you know what would look nicer? Don't have any gums, girl. Annabelle, the orthodontist, consumes gums.
Really wants to come out.
It wants to
Slide
come
your
out,
lower
does it?
temporary veneers on. Jennifer, we are finished.
That was
Jennifer
quick.
will be back
I bet that
in
was
a
like
few weeks
14
to get her
hours.
permanent veneers. Then when she walks into a room, she'll be noticed for her smile and not her scars.
And
Jennifer is off to a great start, but her most challenging procedures still lie ahead.
Right, okay. Solemnly looking over
The
the...
night
Oh, the
before
moon,
surgery
girls.
for both of our swans, and Jennifer calls home looking for comfort.
Mom.
Oh, no.
You want to come back?
Oh, that's not comfort.
Mom.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
I want you.
Oh.
Love you, honey. Mommy, be home soon, okay?
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Oh, what a hateful child.
Tears me up when I
Yeah,
have
don't
to
say
talk
that because you're going to potentially be away from that child for another 4 months. Oh, do you know what? If I had a child at home and I'd be like, right, mummy's going to call. Please don't make her feel sad or annoyed or upset that she's done all this for herself because you're not going to see her for 4 months. I mean, I know they are children, so you can't really explain all that. But you know what I mean? I just feel like that's not very helpful. Like, I would provide so much sympathy and support for my significant other if they had decided to go through something like this. Yes, I know that I don't like this show. Yes, I know that I have my problems with the extensive amount of surgery they undergo in one session. But if I was with a significant other and they wanted to, after they'd listened to my concerns and decided to anyway, there is no way I'd be like, I miss you. Please come home. Mummy loves you. Mummy wants you home now. That would just tear them up. Oh, I know that you can't teach children that, but like, I don't know. I'm definitely in my feelings this episode. Can you tell, my loves? Oh, I just... Ow! Ow!
my kids and hear them crying and wanting me.
After a painful conversation with her son, Jennifer has trouble sleeping.
Well, of course.
But Kim is still awake.
Oh.
Tomorrow I go to surgery. I'm very excited about that. I have not been able to wear
this hateful
my
top.
midsection bare in years. I have no problem with pain for the sake of being fly.
No problem with pain for the sake of being fly. That's quite
has
cute.
finally arrived, and Jennifer is ready to
Here we go.
begin her physical transformation.
The biggest challenges today are
What's in
improving
the backpack?
Jennifer's scars and also changing her nose. These are going to be the key surgical changes that are going to make Jennifer pageant ready. Good morning.
I'm just so excited.
Pageant.
I know when I wake up, I will no longer have this nose.
Boy, your nose is
Yes,
really
you'll have a
pointed
different nose.
inside. And we make every effort possible to straighten it. And a little bit of the dermabrasion in and around your scars. And then your tummy tuck. You're a very beautiful girl. You can almost see it popping out at certain angles.
Oh, I don't like the way he says that. That's so grooming. Do you know what I mean? To be like, you're a very beautiful girl. You can almost see it popping out at certain angles. Surely that second clause basically means, oh, but you are an uggo though, aren't you? Yeah, I can see it if I was going to do all my surgery to you, girl. Like, that's a backhanded compliment. I don't like the idea of a surgeon being like, oh, you look beautiful, but I do think you need more work. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not a compliment. That is not a compliment. Will you stop driving that hateful car?
It's going to be great. Okay? You excited?
It's going to be great. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jennifer, for seeing you cry. I have just seen that he has drawn in your hairline. If you notice here up the top in her parting, you can see that he has drawn with Sharpie. Now, if you remember back to the Where Are They Now I did for season 1, and Belinda in her article said that she was left with scarring in her hairline that she wasn't told about. Why is he going to make an incision directly down where she has her parting? That doesn't seem very professional to me. Do you know what I mean? No hair will grow back through a scar without a transplant surgery. So... not so sure about that. Also, what is he planning on doing to here? What is he gonna like? Oh,
angles. It's gonna be great. Okay, you excited?
Oh, I hope that.
I'm going to first of all start off with her tummy tuck.
Oh.
By cutting out all the loose skin at the same time, I'm going to cut out all the burn scars from her abdomen.
Oh my goodness!
I am preparing the sites to be dermabrated, especially around her neck. So I'm going to help polish some of these unsightly scars. Now I'm starting to do the nose job on her.
Okay,
This rhinoplasty is going to play a pivotal
Oh, they've
role
blurred
in
it.
terms of her facial transformation.
They actually blurred her nose being operated on there. I will also have to blur it, but they blurred it there, which must mean that either it was too graphic for TV or something different has happened with production. Maybe Fox was like, sorry girls, it was too graphic on the first season.
We lowered the hump here, we refined the tip and raised up her septum.
Tappa, tappa, tappa.
Tappa, tappa, tappa.
After
I wonder
a
what all these
long,
assistants are
arduous
doing now.
case, I am thoroughly satisfied with the result, and I hope that Jennifer is too.
Okay.
How do you think you're going to place in the Swan? Number 1?
Is it?
A good attitude goes a long way, but the road ahead won't be easy. Meanwhile, Kim is eager to bring back her youthful figure, but has a new request.
Kim has kind of decided at the last minute to do her nose, and she's very specific about how she wants it to look.
No pig snout, no pinch, no eagle nose, no gorilla nose, no Michael nose, no brandy nose, no packing, no pain.
Let's get it done.
Let's do it.
First off is a tummy
Wait,
tuck.
what? What was that? Sorry. Hang on a minute. So, at the last minute, she's decided to have her nose done. Do you think potentially they advised her to have her nose done and she refused it and now she's changed her mind? I feel like that's more likely what happened. Right, let's go back and listen to that exactly. So she said,
No pig snout, no pinch, no eagle nose, no gorilla nose.
What's an eagle nose and what's a gorilla nose? Oh, I see. Okay, an eagle nose. Oh, so that's a specific type of nose.
No packing, no pain.
No packing and no pain. No packing?
First off is a
I thought
tummy
you always
tuck.
had to have packing.
We're going to start by making a long
Right, okay.
incision all along the lower abdominal area. The goal is to make this whole abdominal wall flat as can be.
Okay.
Kim now has a six-pack. It's up to her in the gym with diet and exercise whether we're going to see it or not. Now, let's tackle that nose. The challenge with Kim's nose is to decrease the width of the bridge here. We're going to go ahead and put this implant in her, and I think this is going to give her the contour that she requires. It doesn't make her pig nose, pinched, eagle nose, gorilla nose, Michael nose, brandy nose, and hopefully won't have any pain.
Hopefully won't have any pain?
All right, this looks really nice. Let's close this and we'll be done.
I've not actually come across a nose implant before. I guess that's what, you know, people that have had like multiple nose surgeries. I feel like that's what then they start to do is because obviously they've taken away too much. They start to add in structures in order to create that stability, shall we say. But I haven't heard of this happening before. So this is fascinating. I wonder, I think it's time for the first. I wonder how this will turn out.
Kim's surgery went off without a hitch, but we'll have to see how she does during recovery.
Why are you freaking out?
Because I'm scared I'm not going to be able to breathe.
Coming up on the Swan.
You shouldn't have left me.
Wow, they're really going hard in this episode, aren't they, my loves? Really going hard. Do you know, they always get to this part in the episode. How far are we? We're almost halfway in where they're like, oh, we just don't know if they're going to make it through. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean if we don't know that they're going to make it through? What, they just like die? Like, what? It doesn't make any, like, why is the editing so like, oh, and then we just had to leave them outside in the garden. They live in the woods now. Like, what? Oh, it's very strange.
Kim made it through her panic attack, but she still faces a challenging recovery.
And they put it on TV to humiliate you.
Get a headache, nose hurts.
Surgery is hard.
I can't sleep at night.
While Kim struggles to overcome her pain, Jennifer's recovery is off to a good start.
Do you know what they also don't tell you? They don't tell you how you have to sleep at a 45-degree angle or even in a chair for 2 weeks after surgery. When I had my hairline done, I could not sleep flat. I had to get specific pillows and sit in a very specific way, like this, and sleep like that. And I'm going to have to do it again when I get FFS. It is quite a grueling process because you then don't get to have like a full night's rest for weeks. So you just feel tired, exhausted, irritable, and argumentative because you're in pain. And what does this show love to do? Make the contestants out like they're just ungrateful assholes because they're like, I'm annoyed that I'm in pain, when in fact it's actually a normal part of the healing process to be put in very like convoluted positions that just annoy you, and it just bubbles up and you get very stressed. Like, surgery and the recovery process is very stressed, and your doctors and people around you should be there to actively make it as pleasant and as plain sailing as possible. This show does not do that. This show exploits you at your worst possible moments. Oh, it's gross, girls. Right, here we go.
Oh my God, you're gonna be one of the prime contenders for this pageant. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Despite
Wiggling
the black
her
and
arm.
blue and the sort of unsightly appearance,
Everything came together better than I expected.
Hopefully with
Okay.
the dermabrasion, Jennifer's scars will heal nicely, but only time will tell.
I'm kind of scared.
interested
but
to
I'm
see her
trusting
nose.
everybody that I look good.
Oh, her lips look nice.
Jennifer's recovery is moving forward, but emotionally she's taken a step back. Since
of
she
course,
arrived, Jennifer's
healing.
been fighting the battle of missing her family.
Have you mailed me anything?
I'm mailing you a card tonight.
Oh, useless.
I'm like, and why isn't anybody, you're not writing? I've been here a month, you know?
I want you. I know. I love you, Colin. Bye-bye.
That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Oh, that's awful. My God, what is it with these husbands and partners? Like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, it's difficult. But why are they putting in the bare minimum effort? Maybe not even that. The bare minimum you can do is write a lovely card to say, we miss you. We cannot wait to see you when you get back. You're going to be so strong. We're all behind you. We're all support. Even if you don't feel like that, even if you don't feel like writing, always give your significant other support because you're meant to love them. None of these men in this show seem to love their significant others, and it drives me insane because it's like, has the male psyche really improved in 20 years since this show aired? Has it? Because I struggle to believe it has, girls. I really start to come across in these shows like I hate men. I absolutely do not hate all men. I realize that all men are not like this, realistically. It is just a very specific culture of men that benefit so much from patriarchy that they can't even see when they are being fools. Do you know what I mean? When they're being embarrassing, when they're being like not really adults, and it drives me insane. And it's those men I'm particularly pointing my wand at and saying, die! I'm not really, but
I really miss my kids, and I really miss my husband.
apparently he's not missing you though.
It's really hard. It's tearing me
How
apart.
hard can it be to write a card, for God's
Jennifer's
sake?
loneliness could hinder her transformation. Will she be able to focus on herself and not her family?
Jennifer's loneliness may hinder her transformation. Well, do you know what you could do, production company? You could set her up with a video from her family like we did with Tanya, or you could, you know, invite someone out to speak to her, or give her a little bit extra time on the phone or something. Do you know what I mean? Not just be like, oh, the loneliness. Well, she's gone to live in the woods now because she was too lonely. She didn't make it past the transformation. No.
Meanwhile, our Swan
She's on
coach
the
is
prowl.
checking in on Kim.
She's
It
gonna
seems she's
hunt
having
Kim.
problems sticking to the program.
I'm a little
Oh,
concerned
dear.
that you're not letting the professionals do what they need to do. It started with the nutrition.
Show me a professional.
Dr. Yanni told me that you're having some issues in therapy.
What gave her that idea?
I need more information.
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
No.
Do you know how defensive you get whenever you hit a hot spot?
I know that you probably think I'm defensive.
This is a trust issue, and this is about really believing that these experts are here to help you and letting them help you. I've also heard you've been complaining in the gym.
That's totally not true. I don't complain at the gym. I honestly don't. I'm working out in a friggin' girdle. That's not cool.
Three more.
I'm complaining. Let me put my face. When you say I'm complaining, how do you think I would feel about that?
It's tough love.
It must be very painful to walk through the world having to fight everybody.
I'm so sick of this narrative. I'm so sick of this narrative. So sick of this narrative. You'll see, I did the same thing when it was with Ebony. Beautiful, deep-skinned women are given this bloody narrative of they are just angry, aggressive, uptight, annoyed, yet no one is showing them an amount of, like, loving and warmth. I'm going to say this to you guys because think about this in the entire world. Personally, for me, I don't believe that the phrase tough love even exists. I think that you can't shout at flowers to make them grow. You need to give them every single piece of love and encouragement and nutrition and like nutrient and time in order to really like blossom into something beautiful. You can't just be like, why aren't you growing into a gorgeous plum tree? Why haven't you given my family nutrients? Why? Like, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like, sometimes people just take a little bit more time to become more comfortable and talk about things in therapy. This is the idea of like, if she has had to really like be defensive because she's had a troubled childhood, do you not think it's more appropriate for somebody who's perhaps got the experience with that instead of being like, why aren't you talking about it on camera for the nation to see? Why? Well, there must be something wrong with you. You must be complaining. You must be really angry and aggressive. No, I'm the expert here, girl. Eat the Nutri-System. Like, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Anyone who is a professional therapist or a professional doctor or a professional nutritionist in my audience will know you can't just treat your clients like that because it doesn't get anywhere, does it? No. Oh, I'm all hot and bothered, my loves. Maybe I should take my jumper off. Maybe I shouldn't because no, not say.
I'm just tired of being misunderstood, Nellie. I'm sick of it.
Why do you feel misunderstood?
Because people are seeing me as something I'm not, and it's pissing me off.
Kim has a strong will that's helped her get through some tough times, but she has to realize that others can help if she'll only let them.
You're not a professional, sis.
Meanwhile, Jennifer is having an emotional setback of her own.
Right, okay. Oh, God, here we go.
Jennifer's mother left her alone in a house fire, and she's got a lot of unresolved anger that I'm helping her work through.
So we're going to put it on TV.
I forgive her. Have you given yourself permission to get angry with her?
I guess I'm too nice.
I want Jennifer to release that anger towards her mother through a role play.
What you did to me wasn't okay.
This is not appropriate for TV.
Jennifer is making progress in therapy and has taken the first steps towards restoring her self-esteem.
That is not appropriate for TV.
Now our Swan coach is stopping by to offer Jennifer a helping hand.
Oh, Nellie could just go in the bloody fountain and become a swan.
Why aren't you making it to the pageant? Really a little gun shy about going out on stage. Am I right?
If I go to the pageant, I don't want my friends or family or anybody to say, oh my God, look at all her scars.
These scars are preventing you from living life.
I don't want to live that life anymore, and that's why I'm here. I don't want to be insecure and shy, so.
I don't think it's that you're shy. You know what I think? You're hiding.
No. I'm sorry. What is this whole thing that these shows love to say is that like almost like being shy isn't a real thing, like it's not a legit thing? I am deeply shy. Being shy is an actual thing that just some people are. Oh, it's obscene.
And it's time to not hide anymore. You have to wear your scars like jewels.
Okay, that's the nicest thing she's ever said.
Why do you cry when I say that to you?
Oh, this pianist.
You're right.
Now it's up to Jennifer. She'll have to face her fears before she can move on to the pageant.
Do you know, in this day and age, in this timeline that we exist in now, there are ways of making scars appear much more beautiful if you are bothered by them. I know that scar tissue can be quite difficult to tattoo over, but I know that there are also options to look at in terms of body modification if you really wanted to take away from the scar or take away the scar's power onto you and transform it into something more beautiful that isn't just you have scars and you have to accept that you have them. Obviously, back in this day and age though, back in like 2004 or 5, whenever this particular episode would have aired, I think like full body tattoos and like neck tattoos especially would not have been like as common as they are now, but now with like the rise of like the alternative influencer and the rise of like body art as a movement, I feel like if she wanted to like wear makeup that just turned them into beautiful flowers, or even got tattoos that were like beautiful, like elegant flowers, how gorgeous would that be? Not everything always has to be hidden in this day and age, and you certainly do not have to feel that because you are shy that you are hiding. I do not like that. I don't think that's... Wearing the scars as jewels is the nicest thing that Nelly has said. Right, here we go. Oh, look, the lake. Lake Placid.
Meanwhile, Kim is still struggling with the program, and a surprise visitor is checking in to offer emotional support.
Oh. Oh! Hang on! Is that Cindy, girls?
How are you? Oh, they told you I wanted to meet you.
Oh, look!
Cindy, from the first season of The
Cindy
Swan,
girl.
overcame her own obstacles to place second runner-up in the pageant.
I heard that Kim was having a bit of a hard time with the Swan program, and so I'm here to help encourage her. So how are you?
Oh, that's quite nice, actually.
That's hard.
It is hard.
I think of myself as a person who doesn't care about what people think or what they say, but then in reality, I do.
Sometimes it's hard for us to take other people's help.
Sure. I mean, I'm really happy to be here. I mean, I haven't even gotten through it yet, so, you know, the verdict's out on if I will get through it, but...
And you will, and you know how you're going to
yeah.
get through it?
How?
With a positive attitude.
Oh, they've convinced you I have a bad attitude, too?
Not at all.
I really admire Cindy. She just boosted my spirits. I'm really, like, on top of the world right now.
I do not like this editing
Kim
that
seems
you're
to be
giving,
back
that they're
on
giving
track,
you,
but
sis.
the pageant is quickly approaching. With only 1 month remaining until their final reveal, both swans must focus on their goals.
Oh!
Jennifer entered the program hoping to heal the physical scars that have destroyed her self-esteem.
I feel good about myself for once in my life.
Will she be able to gain the self-confidence she desperately needs and build the body
What is this?
she's
This
always
is
dreamt
different.
of before time runs out?
It's hard work, but I'm getting closer to the pageant.
Kim started her journey determined to
They're talking
reclaim
about
her
pageants
body.
now, have you noticed?
I just want to be me again.
But was sidetracked by her quick temper.
Pissing me off.
Now she's in a race to catch up.
How far am I from my goal weight?
17.5 pounds.
Will she be able to lose the weight?
But I could do it. You told me.
And keep a positive attitude to complete the program?
Why are they telling her that she...
The countdown begins. Who will make it to the pageant?
Positive attitude.
Next
That's
on
so...
The Swan.
Personally, I really don't like this way that they're like trying to enforce that Kim doesn't have a positive attitude. I feel like, I don't know, I'm a little bit concerned about that, shall we say.
When The Swan continues.
That's the one, girls. Oh. Are we here? Jeffree Star's house?
Welcome back to The Swan. Now, it's
Oh,
been a
the
month
banister.
since
She's
we've
got a
seen Jen
spotlight.
and Kim, and 3 months since they've looked at themselves in a mirror. Well, the long wait is nearly
Cartier
over.
bracelet.
In just a moment, we'll see the results of their transformations. But before the big reveal, let's get some final thoughts from the team of experts whose job it was to transform these women.
Oh, there's less people here this time.
Kimberly had some turbulent times adjusting to the program. Dr. Dubrow, she was very, very specific about what she wanted and what she didn't want. How did that turn out?
Well, it's actually nice in plastic surgery when a patient has a specific idea of what they want and don't want.
Oh my goodness, that's the most sensible thing he's said so far, and the only time I think I'm ever going to agree with Dr. Dubrow. It really does help when you go to a cosmetic or a plastic surgeon to have quite a strong idea of what it is that you want, and absolutely the things you do not want, because at the end of the day, they kind of are like a crossover between an artist and a scientist and a doctor, and it is their job to work with you to a goal that you are both confident and happy with at the end result. You know what I mean?
But despite her list of do's and don'ts, I think she's going to be pleased with her results.
Yeah? Dr. Yanni, how is she in therapy?
Kimberly came from a place that was very self-protective in order to survive. Our job was to get to the emotional part of her, and she has a tough time being vulnerable that way. I think she got good insight, but it was hard for her to open up.
Well,
So that's nothing then. So no progress.
Okay,
all right,
it's
are we ready, everyone?
Here she is.
Everybody shush.
Kimberly Wilburn.
Oh, here we go. Manservants, open the gateway. That's the one, girls. Oh, wow. I love the hair and the smile. The makeup artist did beautifully. Ooh. Oh, she does look gorgeous. a lovely necklace. I like this burgundy colour as well.
It's so good to see you. Come with me. Let's have a chat.
Okay.
Talk to me. Yeah. You look so hot. How you feeling?
Sorry, I just have to say, doesn't this go to show that like minimal amounts of surgery, if you're going to go for that option, can actually provide quite a drastic outcome? It's not about how many procedures you have, it's about how those procedures are done. That is my firm opinion, girls. And sometimes a transformation in the gym and, you know, a nutrition plan that works for you is going to also give you a brilliant outcome.
I feel great.
Yeah?
Yes. Did you see this butt?
Oh, I can see it. Oh, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of it left. Okay, all right. Okay, you look absolutely incredible on the outside. How do you feel on the inside?
Dr. Yanni just, talked to me about some things that I had to come to grips with about my childhood, and it's helped me to feel better about not only where I am, but where I've been. I feel so, I don't know, like a wound has closed. I feel whole.
Well, Kimberly,
that was
you know what
quite
I'm
a
going to say next, don't you?
little soundbite,
Yes.
isn't it?
Okay.
Here we go. Is there a hateful
That
shoe? I
curtain?
can't see any
You
shoes.
know what's behind it? Yes.
The gout
you
mirror.
haven't seen for 3 months. Yep.
Oh.
A mirror. Alrighty, now in a moment I'm going to ask you to step up to the curtain and let me know when you're ready. We'll let you see yourself for the first time. Off you go.
Here she goes. Oh, she's got a slight train. My goodness. The glamour girls. Illuminati girls. Right, here we go. Oh, the curtains have been reinforced with steel. Keep out the vampires. Come on, Kim.
Kimberly, this is the moment you've been waiting for. You ready?
How's she going to react? Oh, come on. Come on, girls.
All right, I'm ready. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God! I didn't think it was gonna be like that. Oh my God.
Oh, goodness. Straight for the nose.
Oh my
Wow.
Oh, look how little I am. Oh.
She does look really little, doesn't she?
Oh. Damn.
Her husband's going to be insane. Insatiable girls.
Don't faint on us. Well. Sorry, she's gone.
Oh, bad girl.
Oh, Dr. Bro.
You're awesome. You're truly awesome. You know, I was actually kind of surprised Kim looked so extraordinarily good. I mean, I knew she looked good. I knew she healed well.
Surprised?
She looked much better, even than I thought she was going to look.
Oh my God. Nellie, thank you.
A demon?
Oh my God.
When I saw Kim, I thought, va 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 boom. I thought Diana Ross in mahogany. She looked gorgeous.
Out through the chimney, girls, we've got scouts. It's Jeffree Star. Right, I'm going to pause it there just to digest what has happened. So, first of all, what a gorgeous personality does Kim have. The way that she went around and thanked all the people that have had like a positive effect on her life. And the fact that this show gave her an edit where she was just like this negative person. Oh, that's kind of more annoying than anything else. I feel like her result there was actually almost what kind of like is the most like genuine result that we've seen, the genuine reaction that we've seen, in that sort of like sense of like almost like she felt like she was beautiful on the inside but wanted the outside to look slightly different or something like that. And it sounded more like there was an overwhelming sense of relief that like came over her. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like pure unadulterated joy or like shock. It was like a wave of relief, if that makes sense. Do you get that feeling? Let me know what you think about like Kim's transformation below, because that's the like emotive feeling that I got. Oh, right. Come on, let's see Jennifer now. That's the one, girls. Right, here we go. Oh, twinkle, twinkle, little swan. Who's got gout?
Kimberly's big reveal. Now, will she advance to the Swan pageant? Let's meet her competition, Jennifer Patton.
Competition?
Experts.
Stop it.
Jennifer came to us with scars, both physical and emotional. Dr. Hayworth, what were your goals with Jennifer?
Well, my goals with Jennifer were twofold. Number one, I wanted to improve upon her disfiguring burn scars. And number two, I wanted to improve her nose, brow, and lip appearance so that it would give her a sort of essentially exotic look.
And Dr. Yanni,
Why does Dr. Hayworth love this concept of like giving people a sensual and exotic look? That's such a like weird, like what does that even mean? What does that even, more sensual and exotic? What does that mean? What does it mean, girls? Oh, must we consult the soothsaying teeth of Dr. Annabelle Sherryworth?
And Dr. Yanni, we know that she had a lot of issues from her childhood. What did she accomplish in therapy?
Nothing.
Jennifer had some
3
really
months.
difficult emotional and physical traumas that she had to work through in therapy. She tackled the issues head on, learned how to confront people, express her feelings, and she's not hiding anymore, she's shining.
Well, we'll unveil
What, so
the
she's
new
all
Jennifer
better?
in
I
just a
don't
few
believe.
moments, but first, I want to show you the Jennifer that we met 3 months ago.
Okay.
When I was 6 years old, my life was devastated by a house fire.
I can't imagine.
Kids would call me Scarface, Firestarter, Chicken Skin.
Okay, right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present the brand new Jennifer Patton.
Come on, Jennifer, girls. Oh, manservants, open it up. Let us see. Ooh. Hand on the hip. Oh, what a lovely dress. Oh, wow. They're a lot more vocal now, aren't they? Screaming. Oh, wow, her nose. She looks considerably different.
Hey, girl. Come with me. Jennifer, I can safely say that for the first time in a very long time, I'm speechless. You look absolutely out of this world incredible. Okay. How are you feeling?
I'm excited.
It broke my
She's
heart
really
when I heard your
tall.
daughter say that you thought that you didn't belong in this world, and that made her sad. If she was here right now, what would you tell her about the new mom?
Just that I don't have to hide anymore. I can't wait, just to go somewhere with them, not hide.
Oh.
Well, Jennifer.
This is going to be
you know that
emotional,
time has
girls.
come, because behind that curtain over there, there's a mirror.
The Illuminati mirror.
Now, I'm going to ask you to step up to the curtain and let me know when you're ready to see the new you.
I like both of their hair in this
You
one.
nervous?
It's so much better than they've done previously.
Take a few deep breaths.
Deep body waves. Gorgeous. Come on. Come on, Jennifer. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Illuminati girls. Da, 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 da. Her profile is very, very, like, aerodynamic. Is that the word? I'm not sure. Ow!
Okay, Jennifer, this is it. Are you ready?
Oh, is she going to punch it? Biff! Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, she's so overwhelmed, isn't she? Oh, this is... Someone go up and give her a hug!
Speechless.
I told you you would be.
I don't like anything. You're shaking with me.
Yes, she's clearly overwhelmed. This poor girl.
Do you believe it?
Oh, I don't know, you
It's not
know.
like anything like I even imagined.
What's the favorite part of your transformation?
My teeth. And my nose.
Well, you know what? There's a couple of people behind you that just want to say huge big
Goodness.
congratulations to you.
Oh my goodness, I feel very different about this one. Oh.
I was so immensely satisfied with the way everything came out. Not only did she come out great, she came out spectacular.
Sweetie.
Jennifer reminds me of a phoenix rising from the ashes, walking through that fire and just flying.
That is a horrible analogy to make. Horrible. Horrible little girl. Oh, the Swan girls. Right, let's just talk a little bit about Jennifer's reveal there. That was totally different feeling to Kim's reveal. I feel like Jennifer is not just, you know, one of these people that they're just like, oh, you're shy, we've got to fix that you're shy. She genuinely feels like an introverted person, and I feel like it would have been nice if someone was up with her there holding her hand as she did that, because clearly she got so overwhelmed by that moment of the reveal. I didn't get like a joyful feeling from it. Clearly she was happy with, well, is it clear that she was happy with her transformation? I don't know if I can even say that, but it definitely felt like she had just like so much emotion there and was just like struggling to kind of deal with it in the most intense fashion ever. I feel weird that was recorded, because that felt like a very private moment of like a welling up of emotion that I feel awkward having watched. Let me know what you think about Jennifer's reveal there, because that was very strange. Right, who's gonna go to the pageant? Here we go to the pageant.
Welcome back to the Swan.
Where's the banister?
It's been a night of dramatic reveals. Now we'll find out who our judges, in consultation with our experts, have chosen to go to the Swan pageant.
Oh.
Will it be Jennifer or will it be Kimberly?
Oh, here we go.
Gentlemen?
Oh. Reveal. Oh, there's another door. The gates of the beyond. Oh! Come on, girls. Oh, they're very solemn.
Hi, ladies. How are you doing? Okay, the time has come.
That was kind of strange.
First of all, congratulations, because you both made such incredible transformations. You should be proud of yourself. But only one of you can move on to the pageant.
Both of their makeup was done really nicely.
Swan.
The Swan
Now,
girls!
with that title,
oh,
cash and
hateful
prizes
shoe.
worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Or fake universities.
Been evaluated on beauty, on poise, and of course overall transformation.
Poise? Stupid.
This envelope contains the name of the woman who will advance onto the pageant.
Oh, a different envelope! It was gold last time.
Good luck to you both. Tonight, the woman that will move on to the pageant is...
Oh, it's got a wax seal. Who is it, girls? Homst.
Jennifer Patton.
Jennifer made it to the pageant, I think, because of how committed she was to doing all the work that she could do. She rose to every challenge.
Jennifer made it to the pageant because she worked super hard. I mean, from someone who was hiding to someone who's come out of her shell. I mean, she deserves all the credit in the world.
She did make quite an intense transformation. She hasn't said very much, but like,
Tell me about
overwhelmed.
this whole journey for you. What's it been like?
Here we go.
It's been remarkable.
You've been
It's
saved
a
from the
great
pageant.
ride, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, Kimberly, before we say goodbye to you, there's one very special person who's extremely anxious to see
Is it a Fabergé egg?
Okay, it's been
A puppy,
3
girls.
long months, but it's time.
3 months.
Come over here with me. Gentlemen?
Oh, Disney girls. Who's it gonna be? Oh, husband. I can't remember your name.
So beautiful. Kimberly looked more beautiful than what I imagined. She looked like a dream.
Oh, like a dream.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. Oh, she's deeply excited for the children.
Mommy, I bought
Oh. At least she gets to see the family.
She looks like, like a movie star.
Oh, wow. She does look like a movie star, you're right.
I've done a lot of emotional and physical changing since I've been here. I've come to grips with a lot of things in my past that may have been hurting me, and I think that was just, something that was definitely needed.
You miss me? I miss you too.
Oh, I feel quite emotional, girls.
Congratulations,
oh, that
Jennifer.
child's like Bannister.
You must be so proud of yourself. What do you think your husband's going to think?
Girls.
I don't know. He's gonna like
She's
it,
so overwhelmed,
I can just
poor
imagine.
thing.
Well, you know what? The next time we see you, we'll be up on stage.
Stage?
At the pageant.
The pageant!
So get ready, okay? Well, next week, the transformations continue as 2 more women compete for a spot in the most unique beauty pageant ever devised.
Oh, have a
Who
little
will
kiss.
Be named the Swan.
Go on, have a little kiss.
If
Go
you
on.
want to be on the
Oh.
Swan,
Oh,
Call 800-535-7936 or log on to fox.com/Swan for more information.
What? They were casting for a
Next
third
week
season?
on The
No,
Swan.
no, stop. They were casting for a season 3 of The Swan. That's really interesting. I wonder what exactly was the catalyst that said, no, we're not having any more Swans, Gail. So, my loves, I'm going to push away my laptop there and take out my Ohrhanger. I have a lot of emotions about this. Do you know, I haven't reacted to one of these in about, must be what, about 5 weeks now? 4 or 5 weeks? My goodness. Over that time, I kind of forgot just the amount of, like, emotions that you go through in one episode. Like, I could not film like, nearly knocked over my drink. I could not film like more than one of these episodes per day because literally it's so overwhelming. The amount of like the roller coaster that you go through. I really did not like the edit they tried to give Kimberly here of being like this angry woman. I thought that was totally uncalled for and unnecessary. Of course, when you go through surgery, you're going to be like annoyed by everything because you're going to be in pain throughout your healing process. And then the feeling that I got with Jennifer's reveal was just like, I don't know, just overwhelming. Like she barely said like 4 or 5 words in the end segment there, and I feel like this kind of a show and the fame that she might get from this kind of a show is not beneficial. It's not beneficial. If we think back to Kathy Rickers when she gave that interview to the Chicago Tribune, and it was like she really struggled with people like coming up to her in the street and being like, I can't believe you do all that to yourself on the show. The whole negative press around this show and like the negative aftermath, I don't know if Jennifer's like, I don't want Jennifer to feel bad. That was difficult for me to say. Let me know what you think about what we have seen today. We didn't see much of the banister and we only saw one shot of a hateful shoe, so I'm a bit disappointed on the hateful shoe front, my loves. And it's time for the Patreons. And I also want to say a massive hello and welcome to Left-Handed Scissors, the Simstress, and Megan Tinky. Thank you so much for joining the Patrons, you gorgeous people. If you want to join the Patreon, have a little look in the description box below. Today's Twitch shout out goes to Siran Witch. Thank you so much for following me over on Twitch, you stunning woman on the go. If you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next video's Twitch shout out, make sure you go and follow me on Twitch. It is Luxeria Plays and I stream 2 nights a week, Mondays and Thursdays, my love. And once again, I want to say a massive thank you and a huge shout out to my top tier Patreons: Kelly Loom, Stephanie Niatupski, Laura Ali, Steffi Tech, Casey Donahue, Traverful, Ryan Vita, Elizabeth Stone, Celine Yates, Lane Wade, Caitlin Coaten, Min Min TM, Caitlin Wright, Jenny Hendricks, Abigail Ash, Crafty Leaks, Mariah Sherman, Sexy Texy RN, Amanda Bibby, ContraPoints, Victoria Waldock, Succubus Lena, Shell Herman, Jodia, Jara Pavlovsky, Jevod, Orkos Samoji, Moldy Apple, Victoria Corella, Megan Holly, Dana Broderick, Moisture98, Zaya Naza, and Danielle. Thank you so much for your continued support, you stunning people, absolute stunners. And today I'm going to leave it on the note of, do not believe absolutely every single way that someone is shown to be online, or rather on TV or anything like this in any of these shows, because they are a real person at the end of the day, and it might be a trickery of production, shall we say. Once again, I want to say a massive thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description box below for 83% off and 4 months free, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah.